Hello and welcome to Amethyst Star Crafting. My name is Jane Ormark and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today we are looking at one stamp set and pattern papers, and both of these are free with a qualifying order in the celebration catalogue. There will be details below in the description box. Now this paper, we've used it quite a bit, and it is called Oh So Ombre, 6x6s, and you have ombre patterns in this gorgeous pink and this lovely blue. You've got it in greens and you've got speckledy patterns as well. Now we're going to be using this, and we are going to make 6 cards from one sheet of this paper, and we're going to match it, very simple cards. We're going to match it with colours that you probably wouldn't have thought of putting together. So I thought I would show you that you can put your paper together with virtually any other colour as long as you tone it together. So let me move those pieces out of the way which we're going to be using, and we're going to cut this first. So with our trimmer, we are very simply, if you look at where the ombre is, you want to have the ombre side. You don't want it this side, you want it that side. Okay, so you've got your dark and your light coming through, and all you're going to do is you're going to cut it at 2 inches. Let me just bring that down a bit so that you can see it a bit better. There we go. So we're going to cut it at 2 inches, and we're going to cut it at 2 inches again. So you end up with 3 pieces which are 2 inches by 6 inches. Then we're going to turn it over so that we've got our light at the top and our dark at the bottom, and we're going to cut, sorry, other way round. So we're cutting from the dark side just a 2-inch strip off. So we have we're going to end up with 3 2x2 pieces and 3 4x2 pieces. So let's cut this one as well. So 2 inches, and we'll cut the last one. Just, sorry, get my fingers together. We'll cut the last one at 2 inches. Just like that. Okay, and that's all the cutting that we're going to do. But we then have my piece that's just got stuck. My fingers aren't very good at picking things up sometimes. Okay, so then what we have is we've got 3 pieces which are 2x2, and they are the most solid pieces because they're cut right from the bottom. There's a little bit of variation but not a lot. And then we've got 3 pieces which are 4x2, where you have quite a lot of variation, but it's slightly paler as well. And we're going to make 6 very simple cards using those, and then using, so what I've taken is I've got 6 what I would have as my white, whisper white or basic white, whichever you've got. And then I'm going to use for my matte different colours. So we've got a blushing bride, just put that down. We've got a smoky slate. We've then got a pear pizzazz. We've then got a Misty Moonlight. We've then got a gorgeous grape. We've got a just jade. And we've got a, it's not the Magenta Madness, it is the Melon Mambo. Okay, and you look at those and you think, oh, I can see how the first 2 might work, but I'm not sure on the others. Okay, so we're going to take the let's take the Magenta Madness to start off with. Okay, and this one we would just put our mat on it so that we've got just that piece of Magenta Madness in, and we're going to start with the smaller pieces first. So I've got this down here because some of them are going to go over. Now if you put that on there, it shouts completely. However, it won't once we've actually started. So we're going to take the little pieces first, and I'm using a touch of ink. You can use any stamp sets you want, but I wanted to use everything apart from our papers and our mats from the celebration, because the celebration period is such a short period of time. It's to the end of February this time. So we haven't got a lot of time to play with it before it goes this time. There will be another one later on in the year, which is rather exciting, but I'm very much about trying to get the most out of everything. So we're taking these are 2 steps. So we're taking the outside of the butterfly first, and I'm going to use a good black ink. You can use any black ink you've got. You can use Memento, or as I say, whatever is your preferred black ink. And then we are going to take this and we are going to line it so that the butterfly comes right inside the little 2x2. So that's our beautiful butterfly. And then we are going to take the inside piece, so the 2-step piece, and let me just get that out. We're going to be using lots of different pieces, so you're going to have to sort of stay with me for the different bits that we're using. So I'm not putting them back sort of carefully because I'm going to be getting them all sort of out. So this is the 2-step part, so we can put that down, and then we are going to take the Melon Mambo. Okay, so we're going to take the Melon Mambo and we're going to just make sure we've got this inked up beautifully. And this is why I tend to go, I will do it one way and then do it the other way as well. So I make sure that I've got everything covered. And then we are going to, I'm just going to bring it down a little bit so I can see it with my head. If you line up where the body is first, so I'm taking where the body is and turning it round so I've got all of that in, put it down and give it a good press to get our 2-step part in. Take it up, and we then have the Melon Mambo, which is toning in with that piece of its Rococo Rose. So as I say, you look at it and you think, oh, I don't know whether that will go together. Okay, so we can then put this very simply. I'm not going to be doing the gluing and things now because that will take too long, but we're going to put this in on the center because you can see that this is then picking it up beautifully, and then we will choose a sentiment to go in underneath. So we've got all sorts. I think I'm going to have a best wishes or a thinking of you more than anything else, but I'm going to try and use all of them. So let's have best wishes with this one. Okay, and we can take that with the same colour. Now, did I did clean that one off, didn't I? So I'm going to take the best wishes. Let's put that in on there. And I could do it with black, or I could do it with the Magenta Madness. I think I'm going to do it with black. I am a black person for sentiments. You could do it with the other, but as I say, I think that the black will work quite well. So let's put this down in on here. Again, it's going to be very simple. Best wishes. And then I am going to stick these pieces on so that we can do it bit by bit. So I've then got them all to show you at the end. Oh, come on, get some glue out. My glue's been sitting on its side. I normally have it facing upwards, and come on. Oh, right. Okay, so put it on a fast forward bit because I need to just get my glue unbunged. I had it on the side from earlier on, and I haven't I normally keep it face down and then it doesn't sort of get bunged up a bit, but you can sometimes get, you can see you get just sort of a little gloopy bit that gets stuck in there, but it's fairly easy to just pull out. And then once it's pulled out, you should be ready to go. So let's try this again. Make sure I haven't got my glue on the other side. Come on, glue. Oh, it doesn't want to. Just pull this piece out. I might have to get a new one because it's not wanting to come out at the moment. Oh yes, it's going to come. It's going to come out in a great big blob. Just put that in a bit more. See if we can get it out right. That's where that blobby bit is. Okay, once you've unblocked it, it's quite easy. There we go. And it's entirely my fault because I didn't have it. I had it down on the side and didn't have it up where I should have had it. So we're going to put this piece in, just in on. I'm going to take it off of there for a minute, otherwise it'll be. I'm just going to put this straight in on here, line it up with these pieces. And then I can just put that straight in on there. Okay, so that's one piece, and then that will go on here, and you've got the lovely colour that goes with them both. I think that looks really nice actually. I am going to glue it down. So I've got them all together because otherwise I'm going to be trying to mix the colours and everything afterwards and I won't know what I've got. So let's put this one down in on here. I'm not going to put them on the card bases though, because I can do that afterwards. Okay, so that's your first one. Very simple, but you can see how, because you've matched that colour, it's now matching up together and looking rather good. So that's number one. Let's take another piece of this and let's take one of the other colours that we think, oh, is a bit, now, shall I do, I think I'm going to do, what can we do in on this one? Let's have the flower, because I quite like the flower. So I'm going to take this one, put my butterfly back in here just for a minute, and then we'll get the don't know whether I can get the, yeah, I might get the, let's see if I can get the hummingbird in on this one, because again it is, as always, I'm doing it off the hoof, meaning I'm doing it live with you. I haven't created any of these, whoops, nearly lost my green bit. I'm not doing any of these beforehand. I just thought we would do them all at the same time. So we've got best wishes with that one. I might choose a different sentiment for some of the others. Let me just get the stamp set out of the way and I'll just put that in on here for now. Okay, so now we're going to do the hummingbird. Now the hummingbird is a bigger piece, but I'm sure we can get it in so that we can have it. And again, I'm doing it in black, like that. And I'm going to put it in. Let's have a little look and see where we can get it so that it's trying to get as much of it in as I can. Do I want it flying up or flying down? I want it flying down, but I can turn it, can't I? So I want the beak in more than anything else. So we'll just put it in like this. Now it is going to come off a bit, but that doesn't matter. Okay, so we've now got the hummingbird, which we can put, in fact, we could put it diagonally if we wanted. We'll have a look and see when we get there, but I wanted to get everything in that I wanted to. And then this one we're going to do with, let's do this with should we do it with the blue or the purple? Let's try it with the purple, shall we? So we've got Gorgeous Grape for this one. So let's just put this back in on here. Right, so need to take out the middle bit, don't I? The two-step stamping part. So let's just take that out. And say there's so many different ones with this one that it is quite easy to do 6 quite well. So just going to put that in on here. Now we're going to be using Gorgeous Grape for this because the hummingbird is going to be in Gorgeous Grape. However, I think it might be a little dark with it, so we'll just have to see. Let's just ink it up first and make sure that I do it both ways because then it's easier to see. And I'm going to just stamp it here just to have a look and see. No, that's going to be perfect actually. It's going to be perfect. My Gorgeous Grape isn't overly inked, so isn't too juicy. So all I need to do is to stamp it up. And then we are again just sort of move it around so that you've got it where the bird is. Put it down and give it a good press. There we are, and you've now got a lovely purple Gorgeous Grape hummingbird in on there, which I think is rather pretty. And clean that one off. And what I might do with this one is to take, because there's a little sort of space down there at the bottom, so why don't I just put a little, I'm just going to put some of these on here. We're going to have another, we've got, let's have Hope. So I think Hope is a rather nice little one. So we'll have Hope on here and we'll just put that down in on the bottom of here. Just at a little bit of an angle. Okay, so I'm just going to have that there, like that. So we've got the Hope, which again, it's all in the Gorgeous Grape. So when we then put the Gorgeous Grape background and put our card base in like this, we've then got the little bird on there, which again looks beautiful because we've coordinated the colours. So let's put this one down. I'm going to put my base on first. Like this. And once you've done these, you can then send them in a set if you wanted to. You know, you could have a set of 6 little cards to send out to somebody as a little set for them, or as I say, just send them individually. I think at the moment we all need to have cards and things sent. So let's just put that down in here like that. The little hummingbird there. And again, I'm going to put a sentiment down at the bottom, and I'm going to do that in black. So let's have Hello Friend, I think would be quite nice. I'm getting all of these bits a bit sort of all over the place, but that's fine. Let's find Hello Friend. I think that's quite a nice one. So we'll put that one down at the bottom. I've got my Hope. So Hello Friend. And then that's going to go into the black as well. And I'm just going to put that down. Probably, do I have it? I'm just going to have it just at a bit of an angle down like that. With just a Hello Friend on there. So again, that's a second one, which is very simple and easy. Clean this one off. Okay, and then I'm going to, we've got 4 more to do. So let's have, don't know what colours I'm going to use now, because I want to use a pink one for a flower to go in there. I want the grey one for a patterned piece. I want, let's have the, should we have the green one? Let's do this one with the green. So again, we're using the, we're going to use the tiny one. And this time we're going to use the, where have I got my green? Okay, so I've got Pear Pizzazz with this. I could use Old Olive, but as I've said to you before, my Old Olive at the moment is just a little bit it's not very juicy. I used it for, or I've been using it quite a lot, but I didn't want to, I can't get the ink at the moment because in the UK we have problems with our, what you call it, customs. Getting things across from customs and labelling and stuff has been a bit of a problem, so we're still waiting for those to come up. Okay, so this is going to come just sort of in like that on that one. And then while I'm at it, I'm actually going to do one of these like that as well. Oh, that was the green. I nearly made a big boo-boo on there. So I'm just going to do this with this one as well. So we'll have this literally just slap bang in the center like that. Beautiful. So we can do both of those at the same time because they're going to be slightly different. One's going to be in one colour, one's going to be in the other. So we're not going to have them both in the same colours, but we'll have the other one in the Just Jade. So I can do both of those at the same time so we can see the different colours. Now, this is going to be quite interesting to do the step over the top because we're doing the green over the top of a pink on the paper. I think it'll work, but we'll just have to see. It might have to be in a bit of a more of a juicier one. So let me just get the inside of this one out, which is this one. And this is the one that we did with petals before, which was rather pretty. Whereas this time we're doing it straight onto this like that. So I'm just putting that up and making sure that I give it a good ink both ways. Okay, and then we can put this, we just have to work out where our, there's me going round and round in circles. I need to have it where my leaves are. Those three are up there, aren't they? This is me going round and round in circles. So we just need to line this up over the top and then put it down. Give it a good press. Oh no, that's fine, that's come out beautifully. So that's on the I'm going to have to do it the other way around, aren't I? Okay, fine. I was going to have that for the smaller one in there. So that's done with the Pear Pizzazz, which is going to have to go in on that one. Let's get the Just Jade, and then we need to ink it up in the Just Jade. So I'm just going to take that off and take the Just Jade out and put this over the top with the Just Jade. Okay, and then let's put this one in, line it up. We've got these three little ones in at the top here, coming down. So give that a good press. Oh yes, that's nice. That's a bit darker. So you get different tones by the different colours that you use, but you can use and mix and match anything that you want with. And we're doing sort of fairly classic ones at the moment. We're going to do some which are a bit more unusual, shall we say. So let's just get these ones together. So we've got this one on here, which is in the Pear Pizzazz or the Old Olive. And then that's going to go in on the centre like that. And I think I'm going to put the sentiment on the bottom of this one. So let's put these together. Like that. But you can see how, as long as you're using the same colour tone of ink, you can use any paper that you want and just tone it in with the same colour ink, and it will match beautifully. So that's going to come straight in the centre of this one, like this. And then this one is going to come in onto the piece with the Just Jade. Oh, it must be the postman. Oh no, it's next door's dog's coming out. My lovely little dog always has to have a little bark. She sits at the front window and just has to see what's going on from everybody. So let's put this one in on here. And this one is we're going to have them upwards or downwards. I think hanging downwards would work better. So we're going to put that in on the centre like that. Okay, so those are those two. Now we've just got to decide on sentiments on here. So we've got a thinking of you. Thank you so much. Let me have a thinking of you. In fact, I might do thinking of you on both of those. Have I got 6 different ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, but I want more than hope and love on there, so I'm going to be duplicating them up a little bit. So we'll have thinking of you, which again is really good at this time, and I am doing it in the black because I like the black going together. So this one is going to come in down here on the bottom. So we've got thinking of you on that one. And then on this one, it's going to come underneath, and we'll just have that about there, just to one side. Okay, so that's that one and that one. So we've now done 4, and we've got 2 more to do. Okay, so now we'll have a bit of fun with some of them. So I think I've got the pink and the grey, I think is what I've got over. So let's have a look at, whoops. Oh no, I've got 3. How come I've got 3? Maybe I have more than 6. Let me have a look and see. So those are 4, 5, 6. Okay, yes, so I've got 2 pieces left, and I've got Blue, let's do blue and grey. We'll leave the pink out because pink is obvious to go with it because it would tone in. Okay, so I'm, let me just make sure that I've got those pieces where I want. So let's do the blue one first, I think. So we are going to take the, I'm going to take the, got these, all these bits stuck down here, so it was easier to get them out. I'll put them back in their things. Right, I'm going to take this one, which is the inside of the flower. And we haven't used the flower actually, but I don't know whether we will be using it. We might use it on the grey. Okay, so I've got this one on here, and I'm going to take the Misty Moonlight. And this is very dark. We know it's very dark, so I don't think I'm going to put it on full strength because I want it as a background. So I'm just going to stamp it up, stamp it off, and then I'm just going to put it in on the back like that. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, so ink it up, stamp it off, and then we'll take it down like that, ink it up, stamp it off. I'm going to just take a little piece in, so it's some of it's coming on, some of it's coming off, and then we'll have the other one in. Let's just take it that way, I think. In that way. Okay, so we've got that coming down in the Misty Moonlight, again on the pink of the background, and then I am going to put the little love, because we've done the hope, we haven't done the love yet. So let me find that little love wherever it is. There it is. So we'll take the little love out. That's got to go in there in a minute. You can see why I've got my scrap paper in underneath, and then I'm going to take it with the blue, and we'll have this full strength, and I'm just going to dot it about. So I don't want them in the same sort of angles. I'm just working my way down, turning it as I go. And because it's different colours, so we've got full strength and we've got half strength, we can just put it over. I want one little one up here. Okay, so we've now got a rather nice sort of just patterned background just using that one. And then we can put this, so this is the Misty Moonlight in the paper. And we'll put this in over on the top here. Let's get my glue out again. I think I'm coming to the end of this glue actually. It's feeling quite light, so I should probably need to get my new one out for next time. So we'll put this in on here. Like that. Then we've got this piece which is going to go slap bang in the center, and like that. And that's that one done. And then the last one we're going to choose, so that's that one. The last one we've got our pinks and our greys. Okay, so this is the last one that we've got on here. So this piece, I'm just going to turn this over because it's a little bit mucky on that side, so you can see those pieces. Okay, so we'll take this one out, and we've got our smoky slate, and I've also got the Blushing Bride, and let me find, okay, so Blushing Bride and Smoky Slate we're going to use with this one. And we're going to take the Smoky Slate to start off with, and we are going to take the Butterfly again. So let me just find my Butterfly, and we're taking the outside piece of the Butterfly, and we're not using the inside on this one. So I'm just put that one there and put this one in on here. So that's our, just need to make sure I've got a little bit of that Misty Moonlight I can see just on the edge of here, so just make sure that comes out. Okay, and then I'm going to take the Smoky Slate, and we're going to just put this, so we're going to have a butterfly slap bang in the center, and then we're going to take one out on that side, in on that side, out on that side, and we've got enough for just a little bit of a wing to just come in like that on there. Okay, so we've just taken and you can see how beautifully the Smoky Slate and the Rococo Rose go so beautifully together, and quite nice and subtle. And then we are going to, because I like that as well, we're going to put the love in, and I'm going to do that in, let's have it two-toned. So I'm going to take the Blushing Bride. If you've got Rococo Rose, you can use Rococo Rose. I haven't got Rococo Rose, so I can use that one. And we're just going to put just a few on this one, sort of in between where there's a little bit of a space. Do I want another one there? I think I, no, yes I do. Yes I do. Need to have it coming that way, I think. Like that. And then we need to have just another one coming in this way on there. Okay, so we've got that sort of round there just with the love. And that gives us the beautiful background, and then we can put this one in. Let's just get this all together again. So we can put this one down in on here, and then this piece is going to go into the middle. So it's a very quick and easy way of making 6 cards, 1 piece of designer series paper, and then just doing all of our stamping just from the one set, different ideas. We didn't use the flower either, so you know there are still some in there that we could have used. Let me just move this out of the way so we can have a look at them all. So we've got this one, which is the Smoky Slate and the Blushing Bride, which we've just done. We've got this one, which is with the Misty Moonlight. We've got this one, which is Old Olive, and I've done it with Pear Pizzazz because I didn't have enough of the other. Got that one in there. We've got this one, which is with the Just Jade. We've got this one with the Gorgeous Grape. And we've got this one with the Melon Mambo. So you can see very simple, easy cards to achieve, but just by putting a little panel and stamping on it, how pretty they look when you take them sort of on their own without the others. I think that they look lovely. So just this little 2x2 square. So if you've got a 2x2 piece that's left over, use that piece. And then, as I say, 4x2s, which again just picked up the colours. Now, if you wanted to then take it up to the next level, you could cut. So let me have a look at my little box. I tend to have bits and pieces in my box. So I've got little pieces here, and just to sort of show how you could take it up to the next level if you wanted to, you could take, and these probably, they're probably not going to match in, but you know, you could put a dragonfly in on any of them if you wanted to. So I say they're not the I would colour match them more. You could actually cut out the Hummingbird, and you could just sort of put that in on there if you wanted to. Probably not with that one. So you could take it with, let's have a look at this one so we can just see with maybe on the leaf of that one would work. So you could just take that and maybe just put that up on like that. So you've added another piece to it, taking it to the next level. These are a couple of pieces that I did from one of the other ones. So if you wanted to do on here, you could put a flower in the center. So you can add to them. But if you're wanting to do just very quick and simple cards from one piece of 6x6, you've got these lovely ideas and in colours that you probably wouldn't have thought that would go together, but if you combine them with the inks, they do. So thank you so much for watching me. As always, please stay safe and well and be kind. Bye-bye.